Misfit Nation.
All right, let's talk about this fucking page turner of a transcript of the Breonna Taylor case.
Page turner of
Photoshop.
Typed up.
Everything is based on technology.
Official stamps and
I need to see
dossiers.
paperwork. I see it on computer screens.
Words
this
like
is-
redacted and shit. Like, it's a legal document. Redacted is in there, bro.
Yeah. I think they were redacting phone numbers, right?
Yeah, they were redacting
Okay.
phone numbers, yeah.
So this was actually the transcript that I mentioned last time we talked about it, and it's like a 40-something page. It's transcript. You guys read the whole thing, or
Yeah.
So it pretty much proves that Breonna Taylor was definitely involved in this drug ring. Her boyfriend was involved in something.
It looked like actually it was a really big operation they had going on from the amount of
was
times
just
that
that-
they were.
The money they were talking about.
She was what they call the federal hoe.
The
She's
clean.
Yeah, she's the clean.
She's the launderer.
Yeah.
Money launderer.
Marty from what is it? Ozark. Yeah.
Like,
Yes, that's a good one. But she definitely knew what she was involved in. Like this wasn't she wasn't
definitely.
complete.
Especially
Listen,
the way that they were talking about her. Of course, she knew what was going on.
yeah,
She was there with the dude the whole time. She even had conversations with him.
she was holding money. She knew what it was.
She knew what it was for. She was expressing concerns about him and law enforcement. Like
She was
it
putting up-
kind of knew, like she knew that they were onto them.
She was also putting up multiple bonds for like multiple different drug dealers.
Yeah, multiple.
So it's like,
doesn't mean she had to die sleeping.
Right.
But
I understand that.
when the water is hot and you dip your feet in it, you better expect to get burned.
look, I'm with you because that's what I said from the very jump, and people fucking tripped out.
No,
But,
I understand
that's
because
a
at
bit too,
face
though.
value, I was like that too. It's like, come on, why does she have to die? It's a no-knock raid. They should have knocked. But then when you look at the way things transpired and you see the way that the boyfriend, this all falls on the boyfriend, bro. Honestly,
100%.
100% falls on the boyfriend. Had he not been doing what he was doing, she'd be alive. But even so, even if he was doing what he was doing, had he not pulled the gun and shot, he would still be alive. He'd just be in jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even the people, his co-conspirators, are saying, hey,
He's responsible
he's
for it.
fucking responsible for this.
Yeah.
So this is
And
something
even,
that,
even to the point, and this is where you see the disconnect between the media and what's actually going on. Like literally that transcript looks like it's a whole different case from what the media is telling you.
1,000%.
And what's crazy is even the people in the transcripts are going like, they're saying on the news it was about the police and this, and they're going, nah, it wasn't the police.
yeah,
this
that's-
motherfucker started shoot. I don't even shoot at the police.
Exactly.
And I'm a real criminal, basically, is what they're saying.
Yeah, he's
Like-
they all of them were saying
He was
yo,
a fake, like he's a
fucking
fake,
up.
like fucking guy type deal. Like he's not a real
He's not a real
criminal, I guess.
Well, he's not a real one. There's certain ways, even though as law-abiding citizens, we frown upon the criminal element, but there's ways that you can be criminal and not, you can be sophisticated. They were unsophisticated with their criminality, which is why it led to what it led to.
They had a ring going.
Right.
Like they had a whole.
They let him in, and then the ring became unsophisticated.
What it was she started dating him, and supposedly he was doing some other fuckery on the side, meaning
I think he was pimping the way he was talking.
Supposedly, and this is sort of I guess we're gossiping at this point. Supposedly, what
This theory,
because it's he said she said throughout the thing with the guy with the boyfriend, because there's the ex-boyfriend, I guess,
the
Jamaris
ex-boyfriend,
or whatever.
I think the child's father.
Everybody thinks in his circle that they're watching him, which they obviously are because they have all the phone calls. But he thinks that the police hit her house because of some shit he was doing. But I think it was a combination of the two. I think he was doing his separate thing, and they connected the two and thought he was running drugs, I guess, for this guy.
Right. It was. They made the connection when he showed up to the guy's apartment where they were already conducting an investigation on his apartment, and then he picked up the package.
That was one of the houses.
So, right. So from there, they started watching him because they're like, oh, okay, this guy came to a known drug location,
Right.
which they admitted into the text. Though, well, I was at the trap. He was at
Right.
the trap. Met up at the trap. Okay.
And again,
yeah.
dummies out there, police know what the trap is.
Yes.
It's not a code word.
It's definitely not a code
yes.
word.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Jeezy.
Thank you, rap music.
Rap music blew that whole shit up.
Jeezy was the biggest snitch out of all of them, bro.
They haven't been able to use that
in the
since
beginning.
2003.
Thank you, 2005 rappers. Sorry, you were saying
Ross
that.
was like, put it in your gas tank.
I mean, the evidence. This is one of those cases where the evidence.
motherfucking dope. Really? You guys use Palmolive? Go ahead.
Put a little soap in there. This is one of those cases where, god damn, it's just everything that they said it was is not.
It's
what
not
it is. It's not
almost
what it
180
is,
of what they said it was.
Again, for the schmucks out there, sad that she died.
There
Horrible,
was
right?
points where I was reading it,
Uh-huh.
going like, I feel so bad for this girl, and then I
Yes.
would read like a couple more lines and go, this girl's a fucking idiot. She knew what she was getting involved in.
Because she did the dirt.
Yeah,
She laid in the dirt with him, bro. She just didn't get up.
But then, just to take it to the, I guess the next level of the conversation, you do got to go, all right, the men around women dictate how the women are going to be.
That's
you know what I
correct.
mean? If they were well-to-do men and
He's a beta for putting her in that situation.
and making her, and he had
is
like 3 girls doing it.
100. That's why I'm saying I think he was pimping. He was 100% responsible for everything that happened to her. So if anything, he's the one that needs to be.
Well, you got to be
locked
careful
up,
because you
know what I'm
might
saying?
get. There's Kenneth Walker, who was the actual shooter,
Okay.
and then there's Jamarius, who was the guy that the police were watching.
Okay.
So,
Wait,
what
no,
also
but Kenneth,
got what
but
also
Kenneth was the one. What Kenneth was the one that had her car and got caught on the pole camera.
that, and also
Yes.
he got caught. Basically, they know what drug trafficking looks like. If
Yeah.
you get into a car real quick and then get the fuck out and they drive off,
Yeah, that's it.
It's probably drug trafficking.
Yeah. Nobody does that.
And you do that multiple times a day, they know what it is. So that was basically. Are we missing any big elements?
I mean, I think we touched on all of it. I think the biggest part is the co-conspirators pretty much agreeing with what we're saying. In fact, they were the first ones to say it.
And disagreeing with
With the media.
with the left wing narrative.
Right. They hear the media and they're like, no, the fuck is they talking about?
And this is the thing that I said when this story first dropped, right? I said, you do got to be careful with who you associate yourself with, right? And I also said, the real criminals and the real gangsters don't do shit like what that guy did, shoot at cops. Like, if they know the fucking raid is gonna happen, they're hiding guns and shit like that.
They're flushing the dope.
Yeah.
This dude was a hothead. Yeah,
We missed a big part.
the
Banging on the door.
banging on the door. Mhm.
Yeah. And there's one of the guys claims he believes he knew the police were.
Right. So what it was
the police.
I think he was putting his. So I don't know that because you can never really know what's going on in somebody's mind.
Right.
I think when he was talking, he was putting himself in that situation. He's like, man, he was kind of explaining it like that's how the police would knock. So if I heard that, I'm not shooting. You know what I'm saying?
But even he knows that shooting at the police is like
that's a no-no.
do that.
That's
yeah.
the biggest no-no.
Yeah.
Because once you do that, you're targeted by the police, and essentially, if they don't catch you, the government's gonna get involved. It's just a snowball effect of problems you don't want as a criminal.
Well, here's another part that I don't think either the media is not putting it out, or this is just somebody that has false information in the conversation. Is supposedly Kenneth shot through the door. That's what they said in the transcripts.
So the door wasn't even open, and he was shooting.
And then they busted through and shot back, or they shot back and then busted through.
Did they breach? Okay,
I would assume they bust through and then shoot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
But I don't know if that's protocol that you have to breach the door.
I don't think they have to breach it. I think they can return fire upon getting fired upon. But I think they have to have a line of sight. They can't just. Somebody had to have a line of sight.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think they got to know who's inside the area.
Yeah, they can't just. They can't.
I don't think they could. Yeah, they can't just spray bullets.
Yeah,
I guess
they can't do that. So somebody had
a hostage situation.
I'm thinking somebody had a line of sight on him, and he started firing, and as it scared her, and she ran and ended up in the line of fire as the guy shot. That's the only way that I can think. because I can't. Obviously, she wasn't. They didn't say that there was a gun by her body. She wasn't shooting at him. He
Right.
was the one that was shooting. So I can only assume that she ran in front of their guns when the guns started going.
Well, supposedly he ran to the back, and she was in the hallway, and he ran past her, and then
Oh shit!
she caught the sort of the yeah.
It's his fault, bro.
So then there's the
100%.
argument of did he jump out of the way
and use her as a shield
and have her get? It's like I
You
get the
gotta
whole
think
like,
like that,
are
though.
you was the guy just being a complete fucking like he asked for something and then got, you know what I mean? I don't know.
It could
I think
be.
I think too. Just the I think isn't that illegal though? Wonder gun laws. If somebody knocks on your door, you can't just shoot through the door.
Yeah.
That's automatically illegal, no matter who it is.
No, it doesn't matter who it is. Well,
You got to know that
you
you're
have to
threatened.
you have to physically prove that there's someone on the other side of your door with a weapon ready to kill you, and they have to shoot through your shit first. You can't just be the first one to shoot through a door,
Right.
Because you're the threat at that
Because
point.
theoretically, it could just be a guy walking by holding
Yeah,
a gun,
right.
and you just shot through the door, and
Right.
yeah, you have to prove he was coming,
Correct.
and usually the proof is him busting
Busting through your shit.
or shooting
and
through.
shooting through it,
yeah.
All I'm saying is there's nuance to every situation, and they just totally skipped everything that happened and just said the police killed this young lady.
Look,
when this young lady may have very well put herself in her own situation, as well as the negligent dude that didn't give a fuck about her, put her right there with him.
it's what we said about Jacob Blake last week or whenever we did it. It's responsibility, but it's also this is Black Lives Matter crying wolf again.
Yeah.
Because they're specifically hiding these facts. They're not putting out.
But we're out of touch though. Yeah. And we're stooges.
Yeah. Always capping for the white man.
Yeah. Which stooge are you? The stooge that gets pied in the face, or are you the one that gets hit with the bowling
I'm
ball?
the one that makes sure you guys stooge.
Oh, you're the stooge master.
I'm just stooge master.
No, stooge master?
Stooge master.
I stooge to the master. Say these guys are good.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Use guys is all right.
We did good with these two. So yeah, I mean, Wonder, I know you've been.
Bruh,
It's just-
this is so. I'm smitten,
This
bro.
is done with that shit.
Well,
I'm
we-
smitten. I've been on this.
We've already called it, so it's like,
I've been
What do
on
you
the
say?
whole. She was in the heat, bro. She got the heater.
And
city
it's a
girl
story,
life, bro.
Yeah.
It's a
bro.
story that happens like a lot more
A
often
lot
than
of thug
people.
niggas and girls, bro. They like that Bonnie and Clyde shit, bro. So
they get
who's to
off
say-
on that shit.
Popping
Who's to
perks
say
and shit.
all we know in the hallway, she probably passed him a weapon, and that's why she got clapped, bro. You never know,
You
bro.
might be right.
Who the fuck
At
knows,
this
bro?
moment now, who the fuck?
I don't know
knows,
what
bro?
to believe
She
now.
might have
Now,
grabbed
like,
the ratchet.
it's just this is why it's important is because everything before this that we were saying was just us assuming.
She was in bed sleeping, is how they were trying to make
But-
it seem.
But we took something that we weren't there, but we go like, all right, let's look at this and look at it like from a logical standpoint, right? And you can sort of build what we think happened. And we even said just from our personal experience, we go, a lot of these girls are in this crime shit with these dudes. They're not innocent bystanders.
Right.
Most of them, to be honest. And people go, y'all just being judgmental.
Yeah,
and
they're the loudest.
we know.
Yeah, they're definitely the loudest. Both of them showing it off on the gram, on Snapchat, for the whole world to see it. You know you trapping.
So
You trapping with your boy.
I'm just gonna make the statement right now. Misfit Nation, the arbiters of truth. That's our motto. The arbiters of
We're
truth.
the arbiters of truth.
Yes.
That's a heavy
The real
title, bro.
truth.
That's a heavy
It's gonna
title.
keep us. It's gonna
That's
keep us in line.
Yeah, that means we have to tell the truth no matter what.
Or we do fucking if Joe Biden wins, truth dies in darkness.
No, I don't want to go out like that.
We change it.
Tweet fucking asshole.
Fucking dickheads. The arbiters of truth.
Arbiters of truth.
That's
I
the
knew
fucking
this shit
motto
was a
here.
sham from when her autopsy came back, and there was no plywood or anything in her to state that it was a penetrated wall.
Like
a
it
bullet
came
went
through. Like it
and
came
killed
through
her.
and killed her in the room. or
That
some
means
shit.
it was a direct
Clap.
clap.
Yeah.
Why are you there for that direct clap, man?
Well, there's gonna be more info coming out. I would assume it's gonna go down that rabbit hole again of just like it's not gonna look good
And look,
for any of them.
again, because we gotta say it, not advocating for the death of this girl, just saying, look at the pattern, and you gotta understand that this is something that we can't waste our efforts on when there's true injustice that's going on.
Can I say this too?
Sure.
Because we didn't mention this in the transcript. This is what I wouldn't say it shocked me because I've seen this before, but I it's where they're on the transcript and they're going like he's talking to one of his baby moms, and then she puts her mother on the phone, and they're just continuing criminal conversation.
And
like it's
I remember.
where's
that
the
part.
$6,000 at, baby? It's like what? She's involved too.
The mom's involved too. Hey,
Yeah.
bro.
It's just
Trapping the
Family
lifestyle,
business.
man.
family business, bro.
Yeah. Who said
So-
trapping dead? Trapping ain't dead.
So again, if another case comes out and I say something implicating mothers, don't give me the black mother speech because it is a possibility.